Welcome to Montgomery College's Spanish Language Tutorial Series. This tutorial focuses on vacation vocabulary. In this tutorial, you will review vacation vocabulary terms, apply vacation vocabulary to different situations, and learn about additional resources at Montgomery College. In preparation for this tutorial, please have your Spanish textbook with you. In addition to reviewing the content, you will complete a number of activities to practice the grammar presented in this tutorial. You will need to have a notebook and pen or pencil ready. If you are working on an iPad or other tablet, please have a writing application open to complete the activities. Las vacaciones. Here are 4 scenes where a couple is traveling on vacation. Starting with the first image at the top left, listen as the vocabulary words and expressions are read and repeat them. La agente de viajes confirma una reservación. Confirmar. El pasaporte. El viajero saca o toma fotos. Sacar, tomar. El avión. La inspectora de aduanas. El ascensor. El botones. El huésped. La huésped. La llave. El empleado. El mar. Va en barco. Ir. Pesca. Pescar. Monta a caballo. Montar. Juegan a las cartas. Jugar. La playa. At the left, additional vocabulary is provided. Look at your screen and listen to the professor say a vocabulary word. Repeat the word. La cama. La habitación individual. La habitación doble. El piso. La planta baja. El campo. El paisaje. El equipaje. La estación de autobuses. Del metro. De tren. La llegada. El pasaje de ida y vuelta. La salida. La tabla de windsurf. Acampar. Estar de vacaciones. Hacer las maletas. Hacer un viaje. Hacer windsurf. Ir de compras. Ir de vacaciones. Ir en autobús. Auto, automóvil. motocicleta, taxi. Note the variación léxica. Automóvil means automobile, but in Spain one might hear coche. In Latin America, one might hear carro. Both are terms to mean car. Autobús is a general term for bus. In Mexico, you might hear camión. In the Caribbean, you might hear guagua. Motocicleta, motorcycle. An abbreviated term or colloquial term is moto. Now you will practice with the vacation vocabulary in the following activities. Please have a notebook and pen or pencil ready to complete these activities. If working on an iPad or other tablet, please have a writing application open. Match the word or phrase on the left-hand side to their definition on the right. Please pause the presentation and complete this activity. When you've finished, press play to check your answers on the next slide. Pause the presentation now. Please check your responses with the answer key on the screen. Pause the presentation to check your answers now. When you have finished checking your responses, press play to continue with the tutorial. Identify the following items or actions and use each in a sentence. Please pause the presentation and complete this activity. When you have finished, press play to check your answers on the next slide. Pause the presentation now. Please check your answers with the answer key on the screen. Pause the presentation to check your responses now. When you have finished, press play to continue with the tutorial. Identify the seasons and state which months occur during each. Please pause the presentation and complete this activity. When you have finished, press play to check your answers on the next slide. Pause the presentation now. Please check your responses with the answer key on the screen. Pause the presentation to check your answers now. When you have finished checking your responses, press play to continue with the tutorial. When talking about vacations, we might also talk about the weather. To ask what is the weather today, say, ¿Qué tiempo hace hoy? Look at the images on your screen and listen to the professor say a vocabulary word or phrase. Repeat the word or phrase. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Hace buen tiempo. Hace mal tiempo. Hace calor. Hace mucho calor. Hace frío. Hace mucho frío. Llueve. Nieva. Está muy nublado. Hace fresco. Hace mucho sol. Hace mucho viento. Now you will review past time vocabulary and the months related to the seasons and weather vocabulary. For each season, indicate the months of the year, the normal weather, and activities that you might do. use vacation and pastime vocabulary for activities. Please pause the presentation and complete this activity. When you have finished, press play to check your answers on the next slide. Pause the presentation now. The weather and pastime responses here for each may vary slightly. Please check your responses with the answer key on the screen. Pause the presentation to check your answers now. When you have finished checking your responses, press play to continue with the tutorial. Write the answer to the following questions in complete sentences. Please pause the presentation and complete this activity. When you have finished, press play to check your answers on the next slide. Pause the presentation now. Answers may vary slightly. Please check your responses with the answer key on the screen. Pause the presentation to check your answers now. When you have finished checking your responses, press play to continue with the tutorial. Need more help? Here are some additional resources available to you outside of class at Montgomery College. Visit your professor during office hours. Your professor holds office hours every week to assist with questions and concerns. The purpose of office hours is to help you be successful in the course. You can find the location and the times of your professor's office hours on the course syllabus on your Blackboard course site. Here are some suggestions to make the most of your time with the professor. First, arrive with your textbook and with specific questions. Visit your professor early in the semester and as often as needed. If you cannot attend your professor's office hours due to work or other classes, ask if he or she is available to meet by appointment or virtually. Inquire about alternative options to get the help that you need. Montgomery College professors are ready and willing to offer extra guidance if needed. In addition to office hours, the World Languages discipline also has faculty tutoring on all 3 campuses. Please look at the different locations listed on the screen. Montgomery College students may visit a tutor on any campus, regardless of where he or she is taking the course. Pause the presentation to review the different locations for faculty tutoring. The tutoring schedule is available on your course Blackboard site and on the Writing, Reading, and Language Centers or Academic Success Centers websites. Pause the presentation and resume when you are ready. Another resource available for Montgomery College students is free online tutoring from SmartThinking. To create a SmartThinking account, follow the instructions on the screen. Pause the presentation to jot down the instructions if needed. This concludes the tutorial on vacation vocabulary. This video tutorial is part of a series of tutorials for Montgomery College students enrolled in a Spanish course. To view other tutorials in the series, please log on to your course Blackboard site and look for the appropriate folder under course content. This video series was produced and narrated by Professor Cristina Gentile, World Languages Coordinator from the Rockville campus, and Professor Carla Naranjo, Associate Professor of Spanish from the Germantown campus. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your Spanish course.